blah blah blah. It's Godzilla 2010's Productions! Pickle.
Hey guys, this is Godzilla 2010 and we're doing another Godzilla PS3 game update. And today, 4 new kaiju, or 2 kaiju and 2 mechs, have been confirmed for Godzilla PS3. You can see the obvious 3, Burning Godzilla, Destroyah, and MG2. But if you look down here, you can see Godzilla 74. But, you know, whatever. Look at all of his stuff later, or I'm gonna get through here and hit each one of these images, and some more. You know, we have lots, so I'm gonna try to go fast. So here we can actually see Godzilla 74 a little bit better, and we can, you know, see his beam too, just coming out in Godzilla. And based off the height, you're probably gonna be at your 50 meter stage-ish when you're fighting them. So, yeah, it might be like an earlier on kind of boss or something, and then later on you have to fight Godzilla 2 and Kiryu. My fight Kiryu after 70? I don't know. Maybe Kiryu is just kind of like a thing when it comes in when you're destroying the city a lot, and Godzilla 2 is like an actual boss. But you have to fight no matter what because it's scripted. And now here's a little image of Godzilla fighting Destroyah, burning Goji here. And you can see that they're still kind of working on textures. It doesn't look quite right to me yet. Now I think they still need to look a little bit more in textures, but Destroyah, this dude was a little bit too like kind of clay-ish, like CG. Yeah. I don't know, just the way he comes out. So you know, they just got these screenshots out as soon as they got the models. You know, getting, you know, having all the textures and all that. So probably could still be working on it. You know, it's like only October. This game comes out like what, December, so we still have like another month to wait. And you know, I'm pretty sure they can do like a little bit of tweaking on texture in that, you know, range of time. But no, I don't go in and do it in the code. Now, I have done HTML, but I don't know how gaming code works. But you know, doing HTML is just telling me like code takes forever. And just, I guess here's another angle on it. And you can see this orange line here, and pay attention to that because it's going to come up in a clearer image later. Once again, you seem to be working still a little bit, but for now it's pretty good. And here's another orange line over here, and it's probably you're in a corner, and it kind of goes around here. When we get to an even clearer image of it, then I'm going to talk about it a little more. But the speed I'm not too happy with. I expected more of like a kind of wavy feel, and less, you know, kind of atomic breath shaped. It just didn't feel too. It just doesn't feel right to me. But you know, it's purple beam, whatever. It might look better when it's actually in motion. Also, why is his horn going yellow? Is it gonna do the laser horn thing, or is it just glow yellow and he does that in the movie? I can't tell. Even though I have the Blu-ray version in 2080. Pretty much. So I don't know how I'll notice this. But you know, whatever. And here's Destroyah. Seems to be like charging or beginning to fly. And he's got hit right into Godzilla. And look at him as this monster arts. Aren't they supposed to be colored white here? I know these are the same color as the ones up here, you know, like for spikes, but yeah, my Isis monster arts still blue white. Also, these are white here too. Yeah. And they do 3D skin as this martial arts figures. But yeah, I can see where they're going with this screen here. You know, look at my finger. It does have that, yeah. Okay. And now here's regular Heisei Goji. And here's a little bit of a screenshot of MG2. And he'll fly, and you know, he has a Super X and all that. You know, that tail. Apparently it moves now. I never saw it move in the movie, but whatever, I'm okay with it. Once again, you can kind of see the orange line there a little bit, but it's definitely not a square, it just kind of goes like that. And yeah, you know, MG2 just peeking out a rainbow, because that's what he does. Yeah, I don't really like MG2, it's kind of, yeah, his design's kind of plain, and he has some really stupid moves, puking out a rainbow. Because Yeah. And here's another one here, another image. Oh, oops. And go back. You can see the orange barrier once again. And he's shooting out, I think like this chest beam, like, is it, the G Crusher? I don't know. I don't know my MG2. I just really don't care about him at all. Yeah. And it seems like Godzilla's animation when he gets hurt, like he kind of runs over a little bit or something. Because he's done that quite a few times. Let's see if there's another screenshot of when he does that. Yeah, he's kind of doing a little bit here, like starting it. Let's see, is there another one when he does it? I've seen him do that plenty of, yeah, right there. Looks just like what he did earlier. Yeah. But that's apparently like his animation when he gets hurt, or that, whatever we just saw. And now he's shooting his atomic breath again. But I'm pretty sure that's not too effective, based on what I remember from the movie. Only like the Death Spiral Ray does that. And once again, here's another angle of him puking out a rainbow. Or is it different? Because we have that same thing with Orange Line. I don't know. Might be a different angle, might not. Oh, and plus his head's leaning back. Yeah, it's more upright. Okay, it isn't the same image from a different angle, never mind. Don't pay attention to me, I'm an idiot. And then, yeah, his tail is gonna move a lot, apparently. Because it's been going all over the place. So, yeah. And I want... Yeah, it's Orange Line, I think is our barriers. I might as well say now. And, yeah, he's gonna be able to fly on... Yeah, Negruda is gonna help him out a little bit. Because, you know, he weighs too much. Let's look at him. He even has, like, yeah, little leg rocket things. But yeah, here's our orange barrier. It's probably gonna be the barrier for the game. And by looking over here, it's a lot more detailed and it seems ready to have, you know, be interacted with. And over here, yeah, so this probably will be our barriers. There's one thing that kind of makes me iffy on that, and I'll get to that in a later image. Here's the closer up look at Burning Goji. Needs a little bit more of an orange and yellow in there. Yeah, actually it's kind of like a reddish orange. It needs a little more of like a yellow in there. You know, a little less red. And here's the nuclear pulse. Once again, the orange line is there. I don't remember seeing these orange lines in any other screenshots until this update came in. So just do the nuclear pulse, which is good. And yeah, the Death Spiral Ray. Hitting the Destroyer right in the hand there. Oh, excuse me. Destroyah! I really shouldn't say the other version, it's kind of boring. But yeah, it's kind of shooting straight now. I just like what happens when you hit an enemy with, you know, a beam. It's just hilarious. A little explosion on sparks everywhere. Definitely a Heisei era. It's, yeah, it's great. And another, you know, image of nuclear pulse. You know, it seems pretty accurate in the movie. And, you know, him shooting at Super X3, which I know it's been confirmed for quite a while, ever since we saw the Super X. But, you know, it's just kind of cool that you'll be able to find him with Burning Goji. And, you know, maybe Destroyah is in the same level. I don't know, that'd be kind of just Godzilla versus Destroyah all over again. Maybe Godzilla Jr. could be in the game too. That'd be pretty funny. And here's where the game gets really good. Godzilla can fly. Yeah. Hopefully they do some with Legendary Goji too. Because, I mean, just take my money. Just take it. Oh man. But if Legendary Goji can do this, that's just amazing. Well, in fact, he can even fly. That's never been done in any other Godzilla game. It's the first time ever this has ever been done. Godzilla hasn't flown ever since the 70s. Yeah, the 70s ruined Godzilla. It did. Oh man. Well, it didn't really ruin him, but it just kind of made, yeah, it's just kind of say when you hear Godzilla, like, oh, it's cheesy and all of that. Stupid 70s. He ruined it. But this is pretty funny. Yeah, is there a way to do this, or just like an Easter egg? Because if it is, then it's great. But yeah, I can't wait to start flying. Yeah, Hedorah's in this too. That'd be, yeah, pretty cool. And looks like you can upgrade on the atomic breath too. So if you're into like RPG stuff where you can upgrade your character, you're gonna really like this game because it just was like a totally upgrade Godzilla. You can put him in burning form, you can increase his height, and now it seems you might even be able to, you know, improve his atomic breath because look, it's like little shades of purple over here and there. And this seems like a little bit of a more powerful beam, so maybe, you know, you can actually increase the power. And it does seem to be a little, you know, a little bit of a shorter thing here because look at these trees. He's definitely on the shorter end of his height. Yeah, probably like a 50-meter part there. But yeah, you can apparently upgrade the atomic breath if I'm, you know, announcing this right. That's pretty cool. And here's just Godzilla from Kiryu now. They even added in, like, you know, teeth, a different color than, you know, the actual metal. But it's a great idea to do that. It's a really good idea. Yeah. This kind of makes it say, this isn't metal, these are actual teeth, and, you know, that's just how Kiryu is. You know, that's a nice little, you know, touch on detail. So yeah, it seems like it's about to throw. I'm glad they put in a grapple attack, because I'm gonna be doing that a lot. Just because I played Destroyah much as melee, you know, it's just kind of a thing I'm used to, grappling, when, you know, the, yeah, like, the AI of the CPU is just getting really annoying. Just pick them up and throw them, atomic breath from, yeah. I'm glad they added it in. It's not too realistic, but I don't care. It's grapple attack. It needs to be in a Godzilla game. It just needs to. And here's atomic breath, like point blank. Now here's what makes me think, you know, I'm kind of, this may not be the boundary. I don't know what this would be. Or it could be just what they did with Godzilla Generations. If you go out of it, you have to get back in a certain amount of time. Which, you know, it'd be better than having a direct boundary. But, you know. Yeah, my throat's been killing me. Yeah, but you can see his tail's kind of going over the boundary. It doesn't seem to be getting, like, bounced back at all. Or anything like that. I don't know, maybe if I saw this in motion and not just, like, one image, it'd be a little bit easier to tell what's going on, but okay. And then here's just the little thing I got here of what we saw on the first, yeah, on, like, you know, where all the scans were and everything. So, you know, just kind of like, I don't know, look at the models. So it's pretty interesting. And yeah, here's regular Goji here just fighting Destroyah, and look, Tokyo Tower. It's confirmed. You can destroy it. Wait, why is it brown? I just noticed this. Why is it brown? And yeah, you can really squat because I've seen King Ghidorah do it while fighting Legendary Goji, and so I guess it's confirmed that they can squat down. So yeah, that's all I have to say. You know, start a discussion and whatever, talking about the game. And also happy Halloween. You know, I have the gun here because zombie apocalypse always happens just on one day. Only one day. And then it ends automatically. Because that's definitely legit. But, yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Comment, like, subscribe, like, good stuff. And I'll see you guys later.